right, you guys, welcome back to the Overcomfort podcast. I am your host, Jenicka Lopez. Thank you guys so much for watching and listening from where you guys are at, in your car, in your kitchen, in the shower, doing things at work. If you're at work, make sure you're hiding it. Make sure you stay listening though. Anyways, thank you guys so much for just being here, for all the love and support. If you guys didn't get a chance to watch last week's episode with Myra, make sure you guys go ahead and do that. But before you guys go, we have an amazing episode that's going to go down right here. We have the gorgeous, the one and only Angie.
Hey.
Okay, I don't want to mess up your last name. How do you say it?
Resendiz.
Resendiz.
But it's res basically on Instagram. It's short.
Okay,
for
yes.
Resendiz, but it's Resendiz, but it's res for short.
Okay,
but
Resendiz. Okay, so
Yeah.
what's AngieB? You have a middle name?
Yeah, AngieB well, Angie is like my nickname basically.
Okay, what's your
short for Angela? My real name's Angela.
Okay,
Angela,
all right.
but I just like say Angie because that's what everyone has called me
Right.
since I was little.
Uh-huh.
But AngieB was because I used to be obsessed with Justin Bieber. So
No, I used to too. I used to have like the standout posters of him, and I'm like, there was at a point in my life where my mom. You remember when he cut his hair?
Yes, and he looked like, how do you say it? Like, what do you call
When
it?
he was in his fuckboy era?
Yes, the fuckboy
Yes,
era.
but
yeah.
he cut the little swoosh, whatever,
Yeah.
and then it became a thing that he was selling it.
Oh,
And my mom really wanted me to buy it. She wanted to buy it for me. I'm like, okay, relax. No. I mean, you know how much that shit would cost right now?
I wonder how it would be back then, though.
Dude.
It was different back
I mean, it was probably a lie, but
Yeah, I
imagine
know,
if you did. No, but I'm so grateful that you're here. You have been a guest that they've been requesting, but it's crazy because you also had told me when we were at the salud party, you're like,
Yes.
it's my dream to go on your podcast. I'm like,
Yes.
absolutely, come
Dude.
on. Like, I would
Yeah.
love to have you. So I'm happy that we were actually
Of course.
got to make this
yeah.
happen. So, okay. I always like to start the podcast out, and you kind of sent me what we should talk about, and I love it. I'm so down.
Yeah.
I want to know, okay, who's Angie? Wait, how old are you, baby?
I'm 18.
You're 18?
Yeah, I'm 18. Well, I turned 19 in February, but yeah, I'm 18.
Dude.
Yeah.
You look like you could be like 21.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think it's the way I look or the way I act?
The way you act. You're
Yeah.
very mature.
Yeah. Oh,
Because,
thank you.
let's be real, okay? Look, Wilito's 19, but he's also a boy. And boys are a little slower and a little,
Just a little.
just a little, you know, they're besties over here. She knows what I mean.
Exactly what you mean.
No, but okay, I want to know, who is Angie? You're 18. You're basically just starting your life.
Yeah.
And you have a lot ahead of you. Where did you come from? Where were you born? How was your childhood? Were you bullied? Are you a bully? Like, tell me all of that. I want to get
Yeah.
to know you because I honestly generally don't know a lot,
Yeah.
and I would love to know who you are.
Okay, well, to start off, my name's actually Angela, but of course, also known
Yes,
as Angie. I am 18. I was born in Monterey, California. So, I didn't know where
Up
that
north,
is.
right?
Up north,
Okay.
yeah. Up north. Well, I'm from Seaside, California, but I was born in Monterey. It's
Okay.
literally 5 minutes away from each other. But yeah, I'm from out there. I don't live here. So everyone
Yeah,
thinks
no.
I'm out here. Everyone's always like, you're from LA. I'm like, I'm
Like,
not
I
from-
wish.
I'm like, I wish. I'm like, I come to visit, but no, I'm not from here. But yeah,
You have siblings?
Oh yeah.
How many-
Okay, so
yeah.
I have 7 siblings.
You're lying.
Yeah, I have a lot of siblings.
Dude, you're the second guest that I have that has like 7.
Yeah, how many
6.
do you have?
I have, well, we're a total of 5.
In total, like everybody.
Total, everybody's 5.
Oh, I thought it was more.
Really? Well, maybe because of kids.
Yeah, yeah, that's
They're like
true.
our little babes. But
Yeah, no, but yeah, I have a lot of siblings. I have one sister, so it's just me and my sister, and then it's all boys. But my family's separated. So growing up, how do you say it? My parents split up when I was little.
Okay.
So I've always been with my mom. But obviously my dad has been in my life as well. But I've always lived with my mom. They co-parent. Even now that I'm 18, they still get along,
That's
talk to
good.
each other.
That's good.
But yeah,
They never had like problems though?
thankfully, no.
Or that you don't remember?
Not that I remember, no. But I'm sure, like, when I was younger, they probably, like, you know, had stuff going on. But I was little, so yo no me acuerdo.
Okay.
But obviously now that I'm older, like, they're just so mature about everything. Like, super mature. My mom gets along with my stepmom.
Oh, good.
My dad and my stepdad get along.
Oh,
so it's really
okay,
good.
good.
Like, I've always honestly grew up with a healthy family.
Okay.
Like, my relationship with all my family has been healthy. So I can't really, like, say much. Like, oh, like, this is not. So I just, like, grew up in a healthy living home.
That's
thankfully.
good.
Thankfully, yeah. I mean, I do have daddy issues, girl.
You do?
But, yeah.
Like,
you?
but why?
Uh...
Like, what do you feel like a part of you? Like, when you look in guys, you look for something like that?
I think, yeah. Well, now I think I'm growing to, like, learn, like, that and, like, be like, okay, well, you shouldn't let that, like, obviously, like, define who you are. But before, I think I would crave a lot of male validation because I never really got it from my dad.
Okay.
You know? But I think also because I was chamaca.
Okay, but was he, like, rough with you? Like, he would like, be, like, honest, let's say. He was just very honest?
He was very, how do you say it? It wasn't even that. It was just that he would just come into my life and then, like, pop out. Like, he would be there, like, financially, but I wanted him there emotionally. Oh. You know what I mean? Even to this day. Like, he's there for me. Don't get me wrong.
He was kind of, like, a little absent, just a little bit.
A little absent. He would try, but once again, I was small and I was used to my mom. So I would kind of neglect him a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
And then obviously that led him probably to, like, pues okay, ahí la dejo.
Yeah.
And I got a little used to it. And then I started craving attention from other places rather than from him, you know?
So, like, what would you look?
Like, I would look in, like, guys. I wouldn't, like, get into relationships, but I would just talk to a lot of guys. Ever since I was a little girl in middle school. Obviously now it's different. I feel like I've grown up to, like, how do you say? I just learned from it. Like, I'm learning. Even though I'm 18, like, I'm still growing to learn.
You're aware of it.
Yeah, I'm aware now. I'm aware of everything. But before it was kind of bad. It was kind of more like, you know. But it's gotten better, therefully. Yeah.
That's good. No, that's good. Yeah. You asked me if I had daddy issues. I don't know if I have daddy issues. Yeah. I don't think I do because I'm older. I'm 26. So I feel like I don't even think I used to. I just feel like I feel like my dad passed away when I was young, so I just didn't. I don't know. I never really looked for male's validation, but maybe that's because the way my mom was. Like, she didn't need it, so I learned from her. Like, you don't need it either. You know what I mean?
I think it's because your mom very strong on you.
Yes.
So was she very like ponte las pilas?
Yeah, but just like in general though. Like, not even as her daughter, just as a person, she's like,
oh yeah,
just get shit done. Like, you know, she was a businesswoman. She,
yeah.
She had a head on her shoulders. She's already been divorced like a couple times. Like, you know, so I think I learned from that. And I think because, like, I learned from my sister's experiences as well. Like, I'm very observant. Like, I'll look and I'll learn from that. My sisters had, you know, they used to, I mean, I don't know if they had, but they were the ones with daddy issues. And it's kind of like, I get what you mean. Like, when it's a validation, like, okay, so what would, like, you expect from these guys? Like, what would you want to hear from them?
Like, attention. Honestly, it was more attention. I would just crave, like, or like them telling me, like, oh, you're beautiful, or oh, this, or like little stuff like that I never realized until now. I was like, really, like, I needed somebody else to tell me.
Like the bare minimum.
Yeah, the bare minimum. Like, a guy could literally do the smallest thing, like, call me pretty, and I'd be like, oh, he loves me.
I'm obsessed.
No, literally, like, it was the smallest things, and I would just feel so, like, fulfilled over it, and I would be so happy. But obviously now it's really different, but it was pretty crazy.
Did you ever have, like, a toxic relationship because of it? Because of the daddy issues?
Yes. Yeah. Well, obviously when I was in middle school, you know, those, like, I guess, how do you say it? Like, middle school relationships, like, when you get in a relationship. I was in a long-term relationship, and I feel like the only reason now that I realized I was in it was because I thought, like, that I wouldn't, like, be okay without him, because I felt like that was all I had in the moment, you know? I mean, of course I had my family, but like I said, the male validation. Love. It's different. It's different. Yes. Love. So obviously I felt like I needed it. I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do? But obviously I grew and I realized, I'm like, there's just so much more to life. Like, yeah, no, for real. So much more to life. Yeah.
How's your relationship with your siblings?
Oh my God, amazing. I love my siblings, dude. Yeah. Well, it's easy because, like I said, I have one sister. Okay. So she's little. She's 6.
Like, you're saying one sister, like, full blood, or just in general?
No, she's just my half sister. So we have the same mom, but different dad. Okay. And then I don't have full siblings at all. All my siblings are, like, all over the place. So me and my mom, how do you say it? My mom gave me my 2 big brothers. Okay. they have a different dad from me, but they have the same dad, but we have the same mom.
Okay, yes.
And then my little sister is from my mom and my stepdad, my current stepdad.
Yeah.
Obviously, have siblings as well. And then my dad and my stepmom have 4 kids. What? And they're all boys. But we don't have the same mom. We have the same dad.
Oh, so you're closer to her because she's a girl too.
Yes, and I live with her.
Okay.
So
are they protective of you, like the boys? All of them?
No. They're very like chill. Like they're like, even with my current boyfriend right now, when I bring him to the house, my brother, like he's just
Le
chill.
vale.
Le vale. He's like, what's up, bro?
Oh,
like,
okay.
What's up? And like, no, but I do have a brother. He's in rehab right now. Him, oh my God, if he was here, oh my God, like he's the overprotective one. He's the jealous one. Like he's the one like, don't fuck with my little sister. Like,
right.
Yeah, he's very overprotective vibes.
You said he's in rehab?
Yes, he is.
Can we talk about that?
Yeah, of course, yeah,
okay.
yeah.
What is he there, or what happened?
Well, he's currently in Mexico.
Okay.
He's been there for the past 6 years? Yeah,
okay.
The past 6 years. So he was over here with us, and obviously ever since he was like young, he's just always been getting into, stuff he shouldn't be getting into. Yeah. And then eventually it just obviously led to him doing other things, started, being on hardcore drugs. And when was it? I believe it was before my little sister was born. He got arrested, and that last time that he had gotten arrested, he got deported.
Wow.
Yeah, so he went back to where my mom's from, or where he originally was born, basically. And he got deported.
Where was that from?
Acapulco, in Guerrero.
Yes,
yeah,
okay.
Guerrero. Yeah, so he got sent back over there, and obviously we're taking care of him from over here. But once he got over there, he started hopping back onto, what he was doing. So obviously we want to help him. We're not going to leave him. So we chose, like, obviously the best option. And we got him into a rehab center out there. He's been in and out, though. He's doing good. We let him come out, but then he falls again. And it's just a cycle. It's just a cycle that never ends. But obviously I can't judge, because who am I? I've never been in that position. So I don't know mentally where he's at and how he does.
What's the reason why he started or whatever?
Yeah, because as an outsider, I won't lie, I sit down and I think, I'm like, but why can't he just stay sober? But once again, like, you don't know. Who am I? I don't know. I don't know how it feels like to be on that, or what his mind is like, Yeah. So I try not to judge, but I just do my best, to keep it going forward for my mom, obviously, because she's a mom. Yeah, as a mom, you don't want to sit back and like realize that your kid is literally somewhere else, not with you. Even if he's doing older, doing shit that you're not supposed to be doing. So yeah, it's hard, but thank God he's been getting better. We're getting better too. It's hard on us as well. But yeah,
I was gonna ask that, like, how is it for you, like, being that outsider? Because I know I have friends, like, whose parents or like brothers or whatever are addicts to certain things, and it's like, damn, like, I would feel helpless. Yes. So it's like, how is it for you, like, inside?
It's hard. Obviously I do have a lot of distractions. So sometimes, I get so distracted that I just don't even like think of it, pay no mind. But then obviously once you sit back and realize it does, it's really hard, and it's sad, because I feel like there's just only so much you can do, like sometimes you just really can't help someone that doesn't want to be helped. And we keep trying, though, we're never gonna give up. I like truly believe that God has a plan regardless of what happens to our family, to him. I just really hope it goes good, but it's hard because especially if it's a sibling, like imagine your own sibling. Like it hurts. It really does hurt so much. Like, and I feel like what I feel most is for my mom. Yeah. Because seeing your own mom hurting. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I could only imagine how she feels, Like, I'm just like, oh, like my heart hurts for her. But yeah, I am a like strong believer that everything happens for a reason, and regardless of what's gonna happen, it'll happen because it's supposed to, So I try not to beat myself up about it. I'm like, I would ask myself before. I'd be like, but why God? Like, why did he choose us to go through that? Why him? Why my brother? But like I said, like, God gives his biggest battles to the toughest people.
Dude, I always say that. I'm like, God, who told you I wanted to be this tough?
No, seriously.
I'm like, who? Like, I don't know what another battle after this. Wow, that's crazy. You're close with your mom?
Yeah, I'm super
love
close
her,
with
yeah.
her. I love her. I texted her right before I got here. I was like, Mom, I'm here. She's like, good luck, te quiero. But yeah, I'm really close with her.
Good.
Yeah.
I feel like she probably needs like you too.
Yeah.
Like she's probably very dependent on you.
Yeah, honestly, in a way, she is because I think I'm the only one. Well, obviously, because my little sister is younger, but I have an older brother. We live together.
Okay.
Me, my older brother, and my mom. He's 32, I believe. Yeah, 32. But he's very like not really like he doesn't really try to be there for her like how I do. And I understand because once again we were raised differently. And he's a boy once again, you know, we're
There's
different.
probably things that happened before you were born or something maybe.
Yes, exactly. So that's why I try not to put it all on him. But I think my mom does see me as like her biggest help.
That's good.
And she comes to me obviously for anything, any little thing. And I go to her for any little thing because, you know, just have to.
Little mama's girl.
I am a little mama's girl. I am.
Okay, we're going to on a quick break. We're going to come right back into
Yeah.
it. Quick break and we'll be right back, okay? All right, we'll be back. All right, you guys, welcome back. Okay, so we just finished talking about, you know, your brother, and I want to like applaud you because I feel like that's what makes you mentally strong. Like that's why I'm saying you don't look 21. You present yourself. Yeah. I feel like you kind of remind me of me. Yeah. Like you're a lot older in your head than who you are.
Who you are, yeah.
And it's like people take it differently.
They do in a way, huh?
Yeah, like very maturely.
Did you have to grow up like fast?
Yes, very fast.
That
Like it teaches you a lot of things.
It does, right?
It shows you different things about life, and it makes people. Do you feel like you're misunderstood though?
Sometimes, yeah. I feel like it's because no one will really understand why you act the way you act, but you.
But because they haven't been through the same experiences.
Exactly, yeah.
And it's kind of hard to explain. It's kind of like, I don't, it is hard to explain, but it's not.
Yeah.
And I always get like, I don't know, how old would you think I am if I didn't tell you I was 26?
Like 29.
Yeah, you see?
Almost to your 30s, basically. But not because of the way you look.
Yeah.
No, because I'm gonna be real, you don't look old, right?
Right.
But like I said, the way you present yourself and like the way you act.
Yeah.
That's why I were to think like, oh, okay, she's like more older because
Yeah.
you're really obviously mature.
Thanks.
Yeah.
But no. Just
I'm
kidding.
like,
No.
you're 26, baby, so ain't no worries here.
No, but I feel like I can like see myself in you because at 18 I had already moved out of my house. It was World War III, girl. Do you want to move out?
I do.
Girl, be prepared for that war.
Is it that scary? Stop, you're scary.
No, it's not scary, but if you're saying that your mom's dependent on you and like she needs you and all that, like she's going to take it so hard. Because at least for my sister, like it was really hard, but it helped our relationship.
Oh, because you lived with her before?
Because I lived with her. We lived together like basically my whole life.
Yeah.
And then I moved out and it got a lot better because she looked at me as her daughter and not her sister.
Oh, okay, I understand. So I'm sure it helped you guys grow though.
Oh yeah,
right?
for sure. Absolutely. Even me as a person, like moving out is scary. I'm not gonna lie.
Were you solita?
I was solita. I was solita for a little bit and then I got in a relationship and then
Oh, you guys moved in?
a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Let's not talk about it because that's old news.
Oh no, so we don't bring that
we
up.
don't talk about it. No, but I was for a bit and then I had moved in with my brother, my older brother.
Oh my god. Oh,
so
that's cute.
But oh no, girl.
No. I can imagine.
Look, it was cute. It was fun. It was the time.
Yeah.
But you know,
it just wasn't for you.
Moving in with a boy is hard.
Hard.
Relationship, even your relationship or it's your brother, I wanted to punch him so bad. Like just fucking pick up your shit, do this and that. But no, it's a lot different. Like you have to grow up very fast. And if you guys, anybody out there who's Angie's age, or if you guys are like my age and you want to move out and you haven't yet, it's a lot to prepare for mentally.
Yeah,
It's a lot of responsibility. Like it's just you have to worry about everything.
Everything.
Everything. Where do you want to move?
Right now, I want to stay in my hometown.
Okay.
Because once again, like I'm all about my family, and of course, my mom is my mom. Like I can't leave her. So for sure, in my city. But the thing is, even if I move in my city, I know it's still gonna be so hard mentally. Like I could be like 5 minutes away from where my mom lives,
for
right?
sure.
But at the end of the day, when I go to sleep, she's not gonna be in the same under the same roof
you're not
as
gonna
me.
be home, and then she's be like, oh yeah, my mom's in the room next to me.
Exactly. So it's not gonna be the same. So that's honestly the only thing holding me back. My mom, because I feel like I will be okay. I'll be able to handle everything else. Like,
But will she be okay?
Yeah, will she be okay? No, but me as well mentally. I feel like, of course, financially, like, thank God, I feel like I'll be fine. But I think more mentally, it'll hit me. You know what I mean? And that's really important. That's the biggest thing.
No, it is. It's a lot of responsibility.
It is a lot of responsibility.
Because so what does your mom do for you at home?
She cooks everything. Yeah, I don't cook. I mean, I could if I wanted to learn. Maybe I could learn.
Well, that's number one that you're gonna learn by yourself.
Yeah, I'll learn. She cooks everything, literally. She does everything. Obviously, the only thing I do, what is it? Like, help her clean the house.
Right.
You know, like girl things like that I'm supposed to do. Or like that we're all supposed to do in the house in general. But any little thing, I'm like, oh, mami, esto. Or even still to my doctor's appointments, she still reminds me. She's like, tienes tu cita.
You're going to miss one and then you're going to be like, damn.
The other day, I finally went to my first doctor's appointment for the first time. Oh my God, never again. I was so scared. I had never been to a doctor's appointment by myself. And they were all asking me new questions.
You're like, Mom, wait, hold on, let me call my mom.
I was texting her. I was like, les dije esto. She's like, no, ¿por qué les dijiste esto? No, esto. I was like, my God. Yeah, never again.
Would you move in with your boyfriend? Or are you guys there yet or no?
I do see myself living with him.
Okay.
Not right now because obviously,
You're young.
We're young and it's really fresh. And I do want to give myself the time to live on my own for at least a year or at least some time for myself so I could learn how to live on my own.
No, that's good.
Without him or without anyone, you know?
That's you healing your daddy issues.
Yes, huh?
Yes.
I know.
Yes. I really think you should.
Yeah.
And he would understand that, right?
No, I talk to him about it all the time. I even like about moving out because it's been like talked about recently, and he fully supports me. He's like, he's like, that'll be great for you, especially because of what I do. Like, I need my own space and everything, and he's super supportive about it. Thank God, like he's really supportive. But yeah, I do see myself living with him eventually. Just as of right now, I need to give myself time, of course, to grow on my own in my own place. But of course, like he's there, you know, and regardless of where I am, like we're gonna work it out.
So it's a healthy relationship?
It is.
Yes.
It's super healthy.
How'd you guys meet?
We met at a party.
Okay, cute.
But we've known each other since we were little, since we were in middle school. So yeah, we've known each other for years. We live in the same city. He lives down my street.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's from my city. We've known each other for years. We have mutual friends. And we've never talked like that. He's always been a good friend. Like, he was always a good friend. Like, oh, what's up? Or like, you know?
So what do you feel is like the difference between your healthy relationship and your toxic one? Like little things.
Little things?
Or they could be big things too. That you're just like, wow, that it kind of scares you because maybe that you were used to your toxic relationships and like those daddy issues or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
So now that it's healthy, like, is there like a huge difference that you feel like, oh, damn?
Yeah. Well, obviously, I never try to compare him.
Of
course.
He's
on a whole different level from anybody that I've ever been with.
Yeah.
But everything is just so different. Like little things. Like I can literally go outside. Like I can breathe. Like I can go out with my cousins. I'll be like, babe, I'll be right back. Yeah. Like then no problem. I can come out here. Have fun, no problem, because there's trust, you know, there's trust. And I feel like his consciousness is clear because he's not doing anything he shouldn't be doing, and I'm not doing anything I shouldn't be doing, so we both know. So when he goes out, I have a clear mind and I'm like, okay, you know, like,
cool.
He's hanging out with his friends, doing what he has to do. If he goes out with his family, going out with his family. And if I'm going out as well, I'm doing what I have to do, as long as, you know, I'm respecting him, because at the end of the day, it's like all about respect. Yeah, all about respect. And you can still have fun. I see a lot of people try and come at me. They like, because I come out here and sometimes, you know, I get invited to events or parties or anything in general. And they're like, girl, where's your man? Why don't you bring your man? I'm like, you know, like, you can have your own life. You can do what you want to do, even if you're in a relationship. You know, obviously, it's just you need to watch what you're doing and, of course, respect your significant other. But I could still have fun.
Wow.
Yeah, but
That's good though.
yeah, there's honestly a lot of things, but I think in general, it's just I can be me. Like I can,
And that's what you couldn't do before?
yeah, I couldn't.
Like,
do
what was like
before.
the worst thing then?
Sometimes I couldn't even go to the gym.
No.
Yeah. Why the heck are you going to the gym? Da, 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 da. You're trying to see some other dudes out there. Little
Oh my
little things like
gosh,
that. But obviously in the moment you don't realize.
Yeah.
You don't realize. You're like, oh, maybe he doesn't want to go to the gym.
And then it's a part of you, again, back to the daddy issues, that you just want to satisfy.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes. You just want to like do everything right for them. And you're like,
Yes.
okay, I'm gonna listen.
Oh,
Like-
no. And then you sit down in your room and you're like, what the fuck am I doing?
Yes, exactly. And you sit back and you think you realize everything. You're like, I'm really doing this for this person. You're not even my fucking dad. Like, who are you to tell me what to do?
Yes.
But yeah, there was just a lot of things that I couldn't do before. And once again, I get it though, because I was younger.
Right.
I didn't realize what I was in, what I was getting myself into. But thankfully, it's so much better.
Do you feel like you healed from that though?
I think I have, because it's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a while. So I think I honestly gave myself a good amount of time, had my fun, did what I had to do, and then boom, out of nowhere, this man came. I found him.
Aww.
And yeah, it's been amazing ever since, thankfully. Yeah.
So what advice can you give to people that like have been in toxic relationships?
Yeah.
And now that it's like you're in a healthy one, like what can you say?
I get that question a lot from my girls.
Okay.
Everyone, because I feel like a lot of girls go through that. A lot of toxic relationships, and they're getting out of it. And they're like, but what if I get out of it and I can't find someone? I feel like I feel like a lot of girls think that they won't be okay when they leave somebody, you know? But I promise you, you'll be okay. I promise it'll get better. You might think in the moment that it's not going to get better, that you can't live without this person, that you know, that the world's gonna end without the person. But I promise you, once you leave, it gets so much better. Life gets so much better once you let go of what's hurting you.
Yes.
Honestly. And it takes time. Like I tell everyone, I never judge, because only you know when it's time to leave.
Yeah. And it's like, you don't want to, you said something so important. Like you don't want to be bitter.
Yeah.
Like, why are you holding on to things that are just gonna
exactly
drain out who you are as a person? Not just your energy, but just you as a person. Like your morals, like everything that you believe in. Like it kind of just, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's exactly what I tell myself. And I also say, like, life is too short to be around people who are not good for you. Not even relationships in general. Honestly, it could be your own family. It could be the people around you. It is not worth it to stick with someone who is not good for you, who is not going to benefit you. And no,
because you're never gonna grow.
Ever. You're just going to be stuck.
Yeah.
You're just going to be stuck, and it's just, you don't want to be there. You want to, expand yourself. You want to try new things. You want to do better for yourself, like for everyone around you as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it does get better. I promise it does.
You guys heard her. You guys heard her. We're gonna go on a quick break again, and we're gonna get back into it right now. So we'll be right back. All right, you guys, welcome back. Angie, you are so wise for your age. It amazes me, because there's like, there's girls, and right now I feel like a lot of girls are in their, they're toxica, or like they just want to do whatever, and they kind of miss out on the importance of life. And I appreciate that you're very self-aware.
Yeah.
And that you have a story, and
of course,
you're healing people. You're healing yourself.
Yeah.
Which matters to me.
Yeah.
At an early age. Okay, so obviously you started social media. How did that start? Is this what you always wanted to do?
Yeah, so actually I started filming when I was a little girl. I would film myself, like, let's say, like on my iPad. Like when I was younger, I would film myself out of nowhere. But obviously I was little. I wouldn't upload it. And I believe I was 12. I uploaded my first YouTube video. It was like a birthday vlog. I had like 5 subscribers, girl. I was just filming. I believe it was my iPhone 5 or something like that. But yeah, I just filmed myself. And then ever since then, I've just been filming myself on YouTube, uploading it. And then obviously I started growing. growing, and then obviously I started, expanding on other platforms, and then I realized, I was like, oh my god, like this is cool.
happening.
I was like, yeah, this is happening. This is super cool. I love it, honestly. It's such a blessing, but it's hard.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is really hard sometimes, but I wouldn't change it for the world. Of course, obviously there's a lot of good things that come with it. There's a lot of bad things. But ever since I started, I always told myself, like, this is what I wanted to do, and obviously I never expected to get here. And I know I have much more, to accomplish, much more goals to reach. But where I'm at right now, I'm super thankful, because I feel like little me would see other people. I would be like, oh my God. Like,
Who would you see?
do you remember like Alicia Marie,
Yes.
Bethany Moda,
Yes.
like those YouTubers? I remember it was just always just YouTubers growing up. When I was growing up, there obviously wasn't TikTok, there wasn't none of that. It was just straight like mainly like YouTube, like, oh, this and that, back to school videos, this is now, or like hauls, or like little things. And I was obsessed with like all those YouTubers. It was like even My Life as Ava, like all of those YouTubers. And I would always be like, oh, like I want to do content, but I was so little.
Yeah.
I believe I was like, what, 10 or even younger. So obviously to me, I was like, I'm a little girl, like I'm not gonna be able to do it. And now I'm so thankful. Like I'm like, I could literally do it. Yeah, it's amazing.
Okay, so if this doesn't last a while, like what if social media, the internet goes out one day, we can never do social media again. What would you want to do?
I honestly think maybe go back to school.
Okay.
But then again, I do want to get into like, how do you say it? Like buying properties, all that, because my dad does have his own company. So he's very big on pushing me to get my realtor license and all that.
Okay. Which would be smart.
Yes, super smart, because I know a lot of people have been, how do you say it? Like that's been very big.
Yeah, like investing.
Investing, exactly. So I honestly feel like as of right now, because like everyone says, like it doesn't last forever. You need to have another plan. And that's so true. That's why I feel like right now, like I really want to work towards, expanding more and figuring out what else I can do, because I know like at the end of the day, like I always have to, how do you say it? Like find other options, because you just never know. But I do want to fully focus on this.
Yeah.
But in the back of my mind, obviously,
you're always thinking of other things.
I'm obviously thinking of other things. And my dad is like very like big on like, I want you to do this. And like, I know, like he supports my social media, like me being on social media. But he also tells me, he's like, okay, mija, but look, like you should take advantage. I have a company. We could help each other. I help you out. You help me out. So yeah, I feel like I would lean more towards that side of, investing, buying properties and all that eventually.
I love that. That's good though. Have you dealt with a lot of online hate and all that already?
Oh my
and now that you're young.
Yes. Before, I would never. Before, oh my God, I thought like social media or TikTok, I thought it was perfect. I was like, everyone loves me. I was like, oh my God, they're so nice. Oh my fucking God. I started growing.
And they pick at anything.
Dude, any little thing. I could take a fucking pedo and they'll be like, what the fuck? This, like, oh my gosh, I can't do anything.
No.
Literally anything. I could go on live and they could be like, what is she wearing on her lips? Or like any little thing. It's crazy. Like, people on social media judge everything. But yeah, it's crazy. I do receive hate, of course, like anyone on social media. But I wouldn't say it's like, oh my God, that's all I receive. No, I have a lot of love. And I think I try and focus more on the good side.
That's what I was going to ask. Like, how do you deal with it?
Yeah. I won't lie. It took some, how do you say it? It took some time for me to, sit back and be like, okay, these people don't know you. They're never going to really know you in person. So you shouldn't let a stranger's opinion on you get to you. And also, I also look at it as, okay, like, let's say there's a little circle right here. And there's a big old circle of people who love you. And that's a little circle of people who don't. Who cares? Yeah. Like, I'm not going to die because these people don't like me.
Right.
Like, I have these people who love me.
Yep.
So why would I worry about what you're saying when I have people who are helping me over here?
Has anyone switched up on you? Like friends-wise or anything?
Thankfully, I wouldn't say a lot. Okay. There has been a few, I won't lie, a few people that I used to talk to before that now, kind of iffy, rocky. But I immediately leave those. I immediately cut those people off. I don't like to stay in situations for too long when I know they're not good for me. But thankfully, I'm really close with my family. And my family has never done anything to me. So it's never been like the people close to me. It's been a few, I would say, like what, maybe 1, 2. But like to me, that's really nothing, you know, because at the end of the day, like it isn't my loss. So I focus more. I'm like, okay, well, they're out and I have my family. So, I mean, I have, but once again, I don't look at it in that way. I'm like, okay, like it is what it is, you know?
Like you're moving on.
Yeah.
Focusing on you.
Yeah, I just move on.
Has there any been, okay, so obviously you come to LA a lot. You're out here. You're doing your thing. You're going to these events, which is amazing. It's amazing opportunities.
Yeah.
Has there been any influencer that has disrespected you? Or not disrespected you, but been rude? You're like, oh, damn, I thought you were cool.
No.
Don't lie.
No.
Really?
I promise you.
You know damn well.
No. There's actually have never been.
That's good.
Thankfully.
All
not
right,
yet.
cool.
Not yet, because I've heard stories before. But thankfully, as of now, I have not met anybody that has disrespected me. Because I do like to keep it cordial as well.
Yeah.
If I notice someone's vibe is not matching mine, okay, respectfully, hi, how are you? Nice to meet you. And I'm gone.
there.
I won't be there trying
their
to
ass or
budging
whatever.
up their ass. Yeah, because I know a lot of people do that.
Yeah.
And of course, especially people who are new to it like me, try to kiss ass a lot, you know, to be there. But at the end of the day, it's like if someone doesn't want to talk to you, don't talk to them.
Was it what you were expecting? Like when you first, like for your first, like, I don't know, event or whatever.
Yeah.
Like you're like, oh, this isn't what I thought it was going to be?
In a way, yes. But in a way, no. Because, okay, so there was a part, what was my first event? I believe it was when Elsie and Jose Bay invited me to their club event. Elsie invited me to the party bus. And was it that my first event? Was it? I believe it was. But yeah, so I got invited and everything. Thankfully, everyone there was like super welcoming. Mm-hmm. But when I walked into like the warehouse where we were waiting for the party bus, everyone was like in their own world, right? But my dumbass, I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna walk in. I was gonna be like, hello. No, but everyone was like in their own world at first. And I was intimidated because who the fuck am I? Like, you know, like I was literally seeing like people who have millions of subscribers or millions of followers. And I was like, oh shit. Like, I felt intimidated. But I was with my cousin. So I was like, okay, well, they're in their own world. You should be in your own world too. And obviously, eventually, after a couple shots here and there, everyone started talking. And then I realized, like, everyone's, like, doing the same thing. Like, everyone's filming. Everyone's just talking about this and that. Yeah, so it was really welcoming, thankfully, for my first event. But then after, once I started going more places, everything was just, like, once again, chill vibes. Everyone just keeps it cordial. Hello, da, da, da. And then once you find the people that you really, you know, can turn up with and have fun with, then
You're
that's
comfortable.
when you're comfortable. And you're like, okay, like I'm good here. I'll stay here. Yeah.
All right.
It's not bad.
You know, at least you like. Do you like me?
I love you. I was scared of you at first.
No, I don't like when people say that. Everyone always says that they get like, you know, intimidated, but it's also because just the way I carry myself.
Yeah, no, but you were very nice. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
You were nice. You were like, I forgot. But it was, of course, like a hi, you know? But I was a little like, oh my God, does she like me? Like, I was scared. And then my cousin, what's it called? My cousin was like, she was so sweet. But I was scared at first. But then I kind of, you know, started feeling the vibes. But once again, I was like in a event with people that I didn't see before. So I was like nervous as well. And like, you know.
Normal.
Yeah. But once like the party started going, I was like, oh. I was like, oh, she's sweet.
Okay. Well, I'm glad. I'm always going to be nice.
Of course,
I like you.
yes.
You know.
Thank you.
You're
so
a good friend to Wilito and to everybody else. And I see the potential that you have as well.
Thank you so
I
much.
feel
Thank you.
you know, you're going to make it really far.
Thank
you. Have a good head on your shoulders and you've been through a lot. I feel like. So I really appreciate you sharing your story here. What are some goals, some things that you have in mind? Like what's next for Angie?
What's next for Angie? Right now, I'm trying to build it to get my merch.
Okay.
I haven't dropped merch. I haven't done nothing. Like, I've literally just been going with the flow. And then I realized, like, I get so many messages. It's like, where's your merch? I'm like, girl, what the fuck? Like, I'm going. But to me, I never realized, like, people really want that. Like, it's what people want. So, yeah, I really want to focus on my merch. I want to come out with that. And it's because, like, when I do something, like, I like to put my all into it, you know? So I like to focus on one thing first, and eventually, obviously, once I grow that, I want to focus on doing other things. But as of right now, for sure, I want to focus on my merch, obviously growing in general, growing on social media. And I honestly do want to start coming out with more like different content. I want to focus back on YouTube, because I think I started going more on TikTok because it got easier for me. But once again, I love YouTube, so I really want to like focus on putting like the best content that I can out there, and really going back on my YouTube grind instead of, you know, just half-assing my TikTok. But yeah, there's just a lot of things that I want to accomplish, thankfully.
Well, I'm very proud of you. I'm very proud of you. Everything that you're already doing, and I believe 100% in you.
Thank you so much.
I don't know. I see myself in her so much. Like, she's 18. She's just growing. She's growing up. And she's learned so much already. So I thank you so much for being here, for taking the time to share your story.
Thank you.
Make sure, what are your socials so that everybody can go ahead and follow you?
Yeah. So yes, I'm Angie Res, Angie with 2 E's. RES on every platform. So yeah.
Yes, there you go, you guys. Well, thank you guys so much for watching and listening to this episode. Make sure you guys go follow Angie, subscribe, Overcomfort Podcast. Like, comment, let us know who you guys want as guests, and we'll see you guys next Tuesday. Bye.
Bye.
Overcomfort Podcast is a production of iHeart's My Cultura Podcast Network.